Okay, so today we'll go with the hands-on part now. It's a very easy concept if you understand it first, but like for a newbie, it may be a little bit difficult. So just try to uh, get the tips online. So you can just open chmodcalculator.com. So here we can see like how to assign permissions to the file or for directories in Linux. So just go to the site here, and suppose we want to give the owner or user as read permission, and we want to if you want to just give the read permissions to the file, so 400 is the command, and r dash 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 is you have to pass everything. So the command you have to pass is chmod 400, and then you have to give the file name. So we'll just see this in few minutes, like how I'll execute and show you practically. Again, if you want to give write, it will be here 600. So just try to remember, four numeric is for read, uh, two is assigned for write, and if you want to give, it will be 4 plus 2 6, and then if you want to give execute, it will be 7. So 7 means again read write execute. So just again repeating, 4 is for read, 2 is for write, 1 is for execute. So if we give only write here, so it should be 2, 720 now. If you want to give read, it will be 4 plus 2, 6 here. So again we have to, if you want to give all, it will be 7. So again you can play with these things for your understanding part. So let's get back into the practical. So I'll show you the practical. So here for now I have created a script. So basically a shell script which will do nothing, just print our the statement, or just output, it will just output whatever I have asked it to output. So we can see the current permission is for the owner is read, write, but it has no execute permissions. Similarly for the group and public, it is read. It is not able to, like, no one can be able to execute. So let's test that. Execute is like when you're trying to execute some script or run the script, it should not be able to run. So we can see like permission is denied because we don't have the permissions to do that. So now if you remember, 7 was for like all read write execute. So let me give chmod 7. So the first digit goes for the these three owner, these three, these three. Next three is for the group, and the other three is for public. So I'll just give for now 744, so that I don't want to change the permission level of group and others. So this is the command chmod 744. You have to give the file name, and we will see the permissions again. So ls is for listing the files and directories. So we can see like now I have just provided the owner of the file as execute permissions and others as read permissions. So if I execute the file now, it should be able to execute. So we can see like it has executed the file, and it has returned, or I mean it has printed the content of the file. So if you want to see the content of the file, the command is you can type cat and just give the script. So we can see like I just use echo. So echo is basically a command in Linux which will print whatever you ask it to print. So with echo you just need to put in the quotes whatever message you want to print to the screen. So here this was the command. So we can see like when I executed the script, it has executed it, and this has printed it for us. Now again let's play in other ways. So if you don't want to pass decimals digits, so you can, what you can do is like you can do chmod, and you can give user minus x, and we'll give the file name. So we can see again like my execute permissions I have revoked. So plus and minus is actually used, plus is for adding and minus for removing. So we can see like again I have removed the permissions for executing the file. So if I try to execute the file, it should not be able to execute. So we can see again permission is denied. So similarly, if I give chmod suppose I just want to give read only permissions for all. So if you remember, 4 is for read, so for user or owner, group and others. So for all, I am just trying to give the read permissions to the file, so I'll just give this. So if you see, it is only read only for all of them. So again, you can test and you can again carry on with other kind of examples. So to learn more, so just go and try more or practice more. So let me go through another example where I'll show little bit more advanced part, which is CHMOD calculator, and let's go to the second part. So here it's also it like in the UI you can see what are the commands you can pass and everything in a very nice fashion. So for now I'm just removing everything. So and we'll just turn on the recursive part. So recursive means like if you have a folder or directory, and again you have some files or folders inside the directory. So how to give the normal like pass the command so that it can recursively apply to all the files and folders the same permissions for that. So we have just used this checkbox. So once you check this, it will just give you the command. So here suppose I want to give, so see, I mentioned already that 4 is for read, 2 is for write, 1 is for execute. So suppose you want to give the owner rights of read, you want to give the group execute, and for others maybe you want to give and again read and write. So this is the corresponding command, and this is in decimal, also I mean octal, because the range is from 0 to 7 again here, and this is the one in symbolic, like if you want, there are both ways you can pass that. And minus R is basically to recursively pass the same permissions to whatever files and folders we have inside it. And again, these are all other various extra commands, so let's forget that for now because we are just going through the basics. So let's and if you want to know more like about this, so you can see like owner can read with this 4, but it cannot write or execute. Similarly, so, as it has 1 here for the CHMOD group, so it cannot read and write but can execute. So similarly for the other part. So let's do it practically. So maybe I'll just create a directory. So directory is basically a folder in Linux. So I've created a directory. Now we have one directory and one file here. So let me go inside the directory. So for that it is a CD. So CD is for changing the directory, and let me create a file. Again, file for creating is creation done using touch command. So just forget these commands and focus on only the permissions part for today. So we can see like the current permission is like D is for directory, it has read and execute, and others have read and execute, read and execute. So if I want to give the same permissions to the file inside the test folder, which is again the same here as of the parent directory. So except the execute, which is not here. So what I'll do is I want the same permissions to this folder and whatever folder or files are inside this. So for that I'll do chmod. Suppose I want to give all permissions for owner, group and others for the folder and all the content inside it. So for that we need to pass, this is the -r is the argument. So we can see here, so it has all the permissions, read and execute for all owner, group and public. And if we go change the folder, we can see like this file also has all the same permissions. So that's it for the chmod part.